Greetings from HBU School of Education. We want to make your experience using the technology here at HBU a successful one and a positive one. And so to get started, there's a few things you probably want to be aware of. At HBU, we are using content management system, Blackboard. We may, from time to time, have you watch videos that are embedded in Blackboard, expect you to do some uploading of videos, and so it's important that you have all of the right plugins and resources available to you. And sometimes this is kind of a moving target. You may have to change and update things from time to time. If you notice, I have a website here that is hbu.libguides.com/BB student support. So for Blackboard, this website, this LibGuides website, is designed for students to kind of help you with some additional things you might need to know about using Blackboard. And if you can see, there's a little orientation there. We have created an orientation for you, but there's additional ways to find out information about how to use Blackboard, how to add events to your calendar if you want to, how to turn in assignments using Turnitin, which may be something that your faculty member may ask you to do. And so these are just some additional resources for Blackboard. The important file that I want you to see is Blackboard. Since it is web-based, it's important for you which browser works the best to be able to see all that you need to see in Blackboard. And browsers change versions all the time. So right now, you'll notice in this chart, there's an Internet Explorer version 9. And if you are using a Windows XP computer, that Internet Explorer version 9 is unsupported with Blackboard. So you would not want to do that. You would want to change and use Internet Explorer 8 if you were still using an XP machine. Most new machines that are Windows machines are Windows 7 machines, and you can see that those work on both versions 8 and 9. But you may have issues if you're running Internet Explorer version 7. So you want to be sure you have downloaded and installed the newest version of Internet Explorer. Firefox also works, and Chrome you see is stable and works. So I typically have 3 different browsers I use periodically depending upon what websites I'm on, and that's not a bad idea, but that means you need to keep them up to date and you need to keep your plugins up to date. If you're using your Mac OS 10.5 or later, you can see the chart for supported browsers, and you can see Safari here and where it works and doesn't work, and of course Chrome and Firefox. So hopefully you can use this page and come back to this web address occasionally if you need to check for compatibility issues. Another thing that I have found to be important is occasionally to view a video, you may not have all the right plugins in that particular case. I had a class the other day where they were trying to view video loaded in Blackboard, and some students didn't have QuickTime on their machines, and so they couldn't see them. VLC is a media player that I highly recommend you download and install. You can do either a Windows download or a Mac download. This video player plays all kinds of files. So while a Windows media player will only play certain Windows-related files and will not play a QuickTime, and QuickTime will not play a Windows media file, VLC does it all. And so I highly recommend that you download this VLC player, follow the directions on your own machine for loading and installing a video player. The last thing that you want to always kind of keep up to date on is you want to be sure that you have the appropriate Java plugin downloaded on your machine. So if you notice something's not working well, then you may want to download the latest Java update. We do use Java as a plugin with your browser when viewing certain Blackboard features and functions. And so you want to be sure and keep up to date with your Java. I hope that this will help you be able to stay connected and updated with all of the latest technology requirements. We're so glad that you're here. We hope that you have a positive experience. And if you really get frustrated and can't figure out what's going on, you can always call the IT help desk. Their phone number is 281-649-3410, and someone will be there to help you. Have a great day.